Shifting focus, Palestinian militant group Hamas has said that the Gaza ceasefire plan cannot proceed to its second phase as long as Israeli violations continue, and it has called on mediators to pressure Israel to respect the agreement. This, as the ceasefire in effect since October 10th, remains fragile, as Israel and Hamas accuse each other almost daily of breaches. Hamas's political bureau member Hossam Badran accused Israel of failing to respect the Gaza ceasefire deal, noting that under its terms, Israel should have reopened the Rafah crossing with Egypt and increased the volume of aid entering the territory. He urged the mediators, including Egypt, Qatar and the United States, to pressure Israel to complete the implementation of the first phase of the ceasefire agreement. An Israeli official said that authorities would allow the Allenby crossing on the Israeli-controlled border, also known as the King Hussein Bridge, between Jordan and the occupied West Bank, to reopen to aid trucks destined for Gaza for the first time since late September. Under the terms of the truce deal, Palestinian militants committed to releasing the remaining 48 living and dead captives held in the territory. All the hostages have so far been released except for one body. Under the initial steps of the plan, Israeli troops withdrew to positions behind a yellow line in Gaza, though they remain in control of more than half of the territory. The second stage of the truce plan involves disarming Hamas, further withdrawing Israeli forces, while setting up a transitional authority and deploying an international stabilization force. Israel, meanwhile, says this phase cannot start until the body of the last Gaza captive, Ran Gavili, is returned. Meanwhile, UNICEF has warned that malnutrition among pregnant and breastfeeding women in Gaza is causing a surge in underweight and premature babies, putting newborns at risk of death, lifelong health issues, or continued malnutrition. In other development, Paris-based media freedom group Reporters Without Borders has said that Israel was responsible for nearly half of all the journalists that were killed this year worldwide, with 29 Palestinian reporters killed in Gaza. The RSF said that the total number of journalists killed has reached 67 globally this year, up from 66 killed in 2024. Israeli forces accounted for 43% of the total, making them the worst enemy of journalists.